In my past life, I went down the wrong crowd, I did the wrong things, and then I wanted to get my life back on track. And then I heard about this school, so I started coming to Albert Park, and I heard that they had a gym, because as a diabetic, 'cause I'm type 1, so I took what the doctor said and they joined me into PCYC, and I've been doing it ever since.
The difference from going in high school to almost finishing and then getting pregnant, I lost a lot of friends. I just didn't feel comfortable with myself. I was always really depressed and I just never did anything. Everything's pretty much changed since I came here. Like, I'm more confident, like I actually have a pathway, what I want to do in the future.
About 3 years ago, before I started going here, I used to be into a lot of drugs, and now I'm drug free, and yeah, just feel healthier. And yeah, no more dizzy spells anymore. I'm always awake and aware of things, so that's pretty good.
What I found really awesome about the PCYC program is seeing lots of young people start to think about their body a bit more and starting to look after themselves. So sleeping more, understanding the effect that the food they have on their body, understanding that working out makes them feel good has been really cool, because a lot of them at the start they'll be like, oh, I'm not the type of person that works out, and then they'll come and even just start watching other people, or they'll see other young people enjoying it and they'll start to slowly make their way into just moving. And it's not about smashing yourself, it's just about gently moving your body, and then they just start to enjoy it. And it's once you've got that feeling of feeling good through movement, it's not something you forget.
Basketball, because that's where everything happens on the court. I did a lot of things that I wasn't proud of, which was my adrenaline rush, and so going to basketball, the running around and then calming yourself down of an afternoon, it would make you tired, so it'd make you feel relaxed and it puts you in a good mood.
People have an outlet for stuff that's going on that they might not be able to, express in another way, or they might be angry or just frustrated with stuff, but having a run around, getting on the court, working together just enables people to channel whatever stuff is going on outside of here in their lives and put it into something positive and have fun while getting fit.
If you want to blow off steam, go straight there. You can go straight there and do what you need to do and then come back and you're all sweet.
The relationship between me and the police, I thought they were pretty mean beforehand, and then I've met all of them in the PCYC and they're all really nice and I get along with them well. I play basketball with them sometimes.
Derek is our coach, he's a police officer, he's a friend to the guys here, a mentor, he's really down to earth.
It's not so much I don't try and focus on the skills, it's more about having fun and trying to help people build confidence, self-confidence and that. And with one of the students over the last 2 years, I've seen that, where he's gone from very shy, wouldn't talk to other people, wouldn't take the ball himself, wouldn't take opportunities when they're presented, to now willing to do that, works with the teammates, has a joke with other teams in the competition. That's a really big achievement for him and a big achievement for me as well.
Our young people really got to know Derek and they trust Derek, and a lot of times if they've got stuff going on with the police, they can go to Derek and have a bit of an informal chat, and he can give them that expert advice in a really non-threatening manner. And I find with a lot of our young people, it's what they don't know when they're involved in the law system. They start to get worked up about things, and getting some good information from Derek can really lower their anxiety about stuff before the courts.
PCYC has changed me a lot. I go to the gym every day. I used to be really scrawny and tiny before.
I've noticed young people starting to think about some of the negative things they're doing with their life, and they might start running around and they'll be like, oh, I need to stop smoking, or I need to stop drinking so much, and that's starting them thinking about the changes they need to make. So they've gone from that point where they think, oh, nothing's going wrong, and they've started to go around that cycle of, oh, this might need to change, and then that's gradually starting to make that change and then really moving forward in their life.
I sleep 9 hours a day. That's better than sleeping 3 hours a day. I eat a lot more. I have motivation to do stuff. And yeah, it's changed me a lot.
I would have days where me and Ruby would just go eat takeout. We'd have Macca's. You know, I wouldn't even think twice about it. Come home from school, would go get a chocolate milkshake or something. But now that I know more about nutrition and exercise, I know like what to eat and what to feed her. It's taken her a while to actually have days without like tiny teddies. But for breakfast, you know, she'll have Wheat Bix with banana. For lunch, she's having like wholemeal sandwiches, and just dinner is always whatever I can cook up that always is healthy, like it always has vegetables. When I used to buy food, I used to spend like $150 a week on food. But now I've got everything like prepped out and I know what I'm going to eat for the like week, and it only costs me like $70 or $60.
So we've been doing Food for Life for over a year now, and the improvements are quite astounding. I can come into the class and ask them questions about different foods, and they'll be able to give me really quite knowledgeable answers. They'll know what they're eating, what's in it, and how it's improving their health. You know, we can take them shopping now and give them a budget, and they'll be able to buy all these healthy ingredients and prepare a meal for themselves within budget, and be able to tell me why they put these ingredients in there and what it's going to do to their health. It hasn't cured them from drinking soft drink and things like that, but they know what it's doing to their body. And you know, they'll come up and say, I'm only drinking 1 can of Coke a day now instead of the 5 that they were having beforehand.
2-minute noodles. I was eating 2-minute noodles for like 2 months straight, and that was it. Yeah, that was really bad. Now I eat like steaks, lettuce, and make my own food, bolognese, and all sorts of different food. Really healthy.
If I didn't have Elwood Park, PCYC, or the associates that I have around me, which I call my second family, I'd still be doing the same thing that I was doing back then. And that was going down the wrong road and running with the wrong crowd.
When there's no structure and there's no regular activities that young people can be going to, they fall back into some of the temptations that there are, or they get drawn back into those. And so that might be their drinking, their drug use, or whatever it may be that they'd previously been in, or getting themselves in bad situations.
If it wasn't for PCYC, I would probably be really weak and really skinny, and I wouldn't really have the energy I have today.
In terms of healthcare, if they're healthy people and they know how to look after themselves, it's going to be investment for the future, because these young people are going to know exactly how to look after themselves, their children, and stay healthy and prevent, you know, extra medical needs.
When it comes to being confident, I never had that until I started going to PCYC and coming to Elwood Park. And it's changed me massively from what I used to be to who I am now.
That we need to provide for those young people and continue to provide for them to have this opportunity to engage, to develop their physical presence and physical self, to develop their self-confidence, to develop, like they do in the basketball activities, working with other people within the community, people they haven't met before, how to get along with them. And you can see it in the way that they act. But through doing that, we'll be able to provide them or equip them with the skills to deal with situations as they come along.